Hey my friends, Dr. Groovy, Scott Grove, GroovyMusicLessons.com, here coming to you for the last time from this house. Yep, moving into the new one in like 2 days, going to start that. So it might be a couple weeks before I see you again. Lot bigger area for the Groove Meister here. Okay, anyway, this, as you see in the title, Warmoth thing, which I really hate that company, just happened to come together in a matter of like a couple of days. The body showed up and I thought it was cool. So it's this, yeah, it's the hybrid Strat Telly thing, but it's slightly different shaped. And as you can tell by the pick guard, it is not Telly shaped. It's just much more pointy here, even more so than a Strat pick guard. Okay, the main thing are these G&L pickups. I've been trying to find a set of these for a long time, since I got rid of my old ASAT Classic 3 guitars. Amazing flipping guitars. If you ever get a chance to find one, get it. Had a few of those and never should have let them go. So this is the first time I have seen a set of these pickups come up for sale ever. So when they did, I just snagged them no matter the price and got them, and over there at reverb.com, and just built the guitar around those. It's like, it's got to be groovy. Okay, so I picked those up, and I will tell you about the pickups in a little bit. The guitar is all Warmoth stuff. I hate their stuff, but there it be. The body actually was on. I'm just doing some. They're trying to get some black junk off the back. Anyway, the body, that color, the pearl thing, was used, and the neck is used because it was mine already, and it's Warmoth also with ebony, blah blah blah. And anyway, the body came up, and I saw that. I was like, man, that's pretty flippin' cool. So gotta get that for this guitar. And ended up, I checked, it was in Vegas. I asked the guy about it, and made him a $20 less than offer, less than what he was asking for it, and then he came back with $10 less than he was asking for it, and took it. And it ended up being a bass player, worked in one of my best bands I was ever in. So that was pretty cool. See, Free Reign, R-E-I-G-N was the name of that band. You can find them, a few videos, live shows, blah blah blah, here on my channel. So there was a bass player, had this body up for sale. Go figure. And he even, when he sent this back, actually sent my VHS tapes of my first lessons that I ever gave before I started making lessons. And it was just an idea I was showing him, and this was before the internet became anything. Definitely before there was an eBay or anything. So he sent those back with me and thought I might enjoy seeing those again, since I don't even have a copy of those anymore. So thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. Great dude. And just was so surprised to hear from him, especially that way. You know, it's cool. And then, so the body actually just, what do you hate Warmoth, Scott? They've never been able to make one guitar the way I want it to be made. Custom this, custom that. They've never been able to make a custom guitar for me yet. No matter what I want, they cannot do it. They refuse to do it, no matter how much money I throw at them. So, but this guitar turned out to be about the coolest guitar around. Some guitars are guitars, some guitars are, as far as me, this is one I'll keep. Some guitars become great access, some become flippin' awesome, and then some become a motherfucker. This is a motherfucker. And no thanks again to the body or the neck. They did, of course, hook right up together and work perfectly. But Okay, again, the body just, what kind of wood's it made out of? I don't remember, and I don't care, because it don't matter. Typical telly stuff I threw on there. But the neck, as you can see here, is, if anybody knows this, has the LSR fender thing and the Groovy guitar-did caster thing up there, and the Spurzle locking height compensated tuners, so no need for string trees, blah 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 blah. My favorite new saying. And of course you adjust the truss rod right here on the side. Everybody's like, why does that hold there? Anyway, this came off of there, that acrylic guitar there. As soon as I put the acrylic neck on it, I had an extra Warmoth neck laying around, but this neck has always needed something, and that was, it needed the frets rounded and everything, because this was like a cheese grater, just horrible. So I finally fixed that after a long period of time. And of course, when I first got it from the custom made guitar, the guy that I ordered this from actually put nitro finish on the back of this, or ordered it with a nitro finish, of course, which does not work with my acidity level in my hands, because literally during the first gig it looked like I wanked off a gorilla and took the full boat of him when he was done in my hands, because that was a complete neck all the way down to the wood of nitro clear finish in my hand, just dripping down my arm. Yeah, you're welcome for the visual of nitro. The finish, it just really sucks to be me and have nitro anything, because it just falls off anything. So I didn't know it was nitro till I got to playing, then I knew, but it was too late. Didn't get a free shot. So anyway, typical, actually this here's a 81 Fender neck plate. Why? I don't know. Just did. But again, it's all about, oh, put this again. If you can see, the ebony is actually striped a little bit. Where is it? Oh, down here around the last two frets you start seeing, there you go. So as you can see, there's some pick marks, blah blah blah. These nasty screws I have to replace, because they are the only thing that's in this little town. So I gotta try to find some screws that actually fit this. These are just from Ace Hardware that hold these in until I can find screws that'll fit these. These pickups are smaller than Strat pickups. Okay, so they don't fit in here correctly. They're this is the way they came. You know, that's the way they made them. That's what they stuck in the neck position and the middle position of these guitars back then. And these, hard to find that, especially. But this came off the guitar that it came off of back then. The best sounding pickups known to me. Yes, better than the lace sensors and all the other stuff that I normally would go for. These just rock in the country. And they twang and they kick and they do everything. Okay, and I've been waiting for that little football jack, which was at some weird metric size, so I had to actually screw that to a piece of firewood and drill out the hole, because it was, again, a metric size for some reason, and drill it, because everything I put it in wouldn't hold it. That thing just kept flopping around trying to chop my fingers off, and I had it in a vise, and that wouldn't take care of it, because it was, the metal's too soft and would make an imprint of the vise and everything. So anyway, I've been waiting just for that simple jack plate to come in for about a week, and the guitar's just been sitting here being played with the guts hanging out. So anyway, everything is perfect now, and that be that. I'll get you this. This is the info on the pickups and read it to you. You can take it for what it's worth. Okay, these are the MFD. Okay, MFD pickups. Okay, and it reads. And again, your chance of finding those pickups that I have, that set, impossible. You'll find like a Strat type of set from the old 500 guitars back in the 80s and stuff, but the newer pickups are nothing like these. But it says about these, and it meaning G&L, about their own stuff, so you'll know what they are. MFD stands for Magnetic Field Design. Okay, so simply says, by contrast, traditional Alnico type pickups such as used in the Legacy model use non-adjustable Alnico pole pieces, leaving the only adjustment being the pickup height. Okay, the Magnetic Field Design has this adjustable, but further offers individual adjustment of each pole piece, letting the player effectively adjust the output of each string on each pickup. Magnetic Field Design yield about twice the output per wind, making the pickup quieter while allowing a greater overall output. The sound of magnetic field pickups is slightly warmer with a broader frequency response than Alnico pickups. And yeah, that's definitely dead on. I like them better than any Alnico pickup I've ever used, owned, blah blah blah. So there you go. If you guys want the resistance on these things, for some reason the bridge is at like 6K, middle one 4.6, and the neck at 4.4. Okay, but holy crap, again, just such an amazing axe when all things said and done are put together, and when the frets are rolled finally. But the main thing being that it just somehow wanted to be a great axe. So down here, and again, just the camera mic, because that's the way I row. Okay. Clean sounds. Why? Because I'm a clean guy. I think it's cool, especially that whole look, the telly headstock with the Strat-ish shape. So the hybrid thing gone crazy. Had a few more guitar necks show up over the past couple days. Those are going into some other builds, and I have a Strat Plus that I'm one part away from having done. It's just sitting there, completely done. But I'll show you in a couple weeks, because this place is being torn apart starting tomorrow. So all the ceiling hangers, blah blah blah, will be offered for like 2 days for sale, locally or Craigslist type of thing. And if nobody wants them, they're just going to stay on the boards. Again, they are string swing, straight from a music store, of course. I bought out a music store full of those. But anyway, they're going in the dump. Yes, literally. And because I'm ordering new stuff tonight for the new place, so everything will be actually on the wall, because I'm going, if I'm going with a new clean place, I'm going new clean look without so much stuff crammed all over the place. Okay, without any further poo-poo, okay, the guitar amp again is the Johnson Millennium JM 150 modeling amp here on the Fender Twin modeling thing, with just a little reverb, nothing else, no compressors, nothing. My favorite sound, of course, is always the number 2 position out of 5, so middle and bridge. it sounds. Okay. I can't think of a better sounding thing than that, except for adding compressor on it. I leave mistakes in and all, because that's what I do best, make mistakes. Except for, never had any children, but they would have been mistakes. We're back to just the amp. No effects except for reverb, which I'll get rid of for you. So now we are getting rid of all modeling, all effects, just going right into the front of the amp. I mean, that's so cool. Bridge. A little more just volume. So it didn't do anything except for turn up the volume pedal. Okay, so let's do, see where it sounds coolest. I like this sound, I think. We're going to do Little Feat today. Hate to Lose Your Lovin', cool tune. Cool sound. That would sound good. Also on same album, Let It Roll, that album. Cool thing. Good sound of the axe, man. I just can't get enough of it. Middle position. I never like middle positions. Cleaned up a little bit by turning the volume pedal down. When you can't hit harmonics on the 12th fret, you got to give it up. Okay, 4 position. And I will probably go ahead and put a push-pull so I can get the tele sound or all 3 pickups as well. But this is the first formation of it. But, yeah, this is a flippin' keeper. Again, all due to these pickups. If you guys ever find a set of these, let me know. All the other ones that were made back in those days were all Strat sized and Strat shaped and would fit these holes. These do not. So the ASAT 3s that I used to own, the best one was the had a 3-bolt neck on it. And that's when they were extremely cool too. And I had another one the same year, but it had a 4-bolt neck, I believe. You can look it up on here. Scott Grove ASAT, ASAT. And that'll give you both of them. They're on the same review. And it's got another switch here in the middle, which is actually a parallel series switch. Okay, so if you ever get those pickups too from back then, they're just normal Strat sizes. but good God, they sound every bit as amazing as these. You're like, that sounds like crap though. Again, you have to be here to hear them, okay? And I'm not going to misrepresent them by miking them up and making it sound like something that it just don't. Okay, so fourth position. Some more little feet, Dixie chicken, good stuff. Yeah, that just sounds great to me. Okay, so of course Groovy. Neck pickup. Cool stuff. God, it just begs that sound. Again, nothing on the amp, just hitting straight in the front. So let's turn back on the twin sound. My other sound, which I just love, this is my pedal steel sound. Good stuff. Okay, so that is about it. You're like, what about distortion, dude? Distortion is distortion, people. So it sounds like distortion. Here's distortion. Like everybody else. You gotta love that. Distortion. Anyway, boner tones, of course, I will, because it needs to be there. That's not, oh, that's my I'll be. One effect I never use anymore, chorus. Just, unless I'm doing Purple Rain, no need for it, for me. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, boner tone. another amp. I'm sorry. Well, another amp and another guitar that I will keep for as long as I keep living. Oh, no porno pedals? Hey, let's all play Metallica. Do it here. Okay. Back to saying bye to this room forever and ever and ever. Because on to bigger and more beautiful things. You guys be cool. Again, next one you'll see, I'm sure it'll be the Strat Plus that I am very proud of as well. One part at a time. Actually, I had about everything, but anyway, there you go. So this is the new guitar-ed caster, according to the headstock. And again, the MFD G&L pickups. G&L isn't putting out much these days as far as real electric guitars. They've kind of really went weird on us for some reason, just starting this year. But they still offer a couple guitars with MFD pickups, but like these, no. For whatever reason, they've changed them up, and everybody does. So, I hope you find some and get to try them out. If you find an old G&L and you can actually just see the pull pieces that are actually adjustable via the Allen wrench, then you know you've got the right ones to check out. Okay. So, if you find anything from the mid to late 80s, maybe, something like that, then you'll have the same ones as these. And again, you can tell they don't fit a Strat hole. Hey, Strat hole! They don't fit it correctly, and that's just what it is. So, hope you dug this and saw through all the crap and can forgive my mistakes, because once again, I'm a mistake maker galore. I pride myself in my mistakes. You guys be cool and make all the mistakes you can too, because how else are you going to get any better? So screw up as much as you can, then live with it. Later.